Hey, what's up, my peoples? Thought I'd do another review today, and I've decided to review the Star Wars: The Clone Wars R4-P17, and I just wanted to get a cool little group shot here with her master Obi-Wan Kenobi and Clone Commander Cody. So I guess there's your first comparison there. But yeah, actually before we get into the review, let's take a look at the packaging, or in this case just the card back. So here it is. Nice picture of R4 at the top with, I don't know what that little arm is. Is that a satellite dish, or is it some kind of computer tap-in arm? What do you guys think? Let me know what you think this gray and blue arm is on R4's picture, but there you have that. You got the Star Wars: The Clone Wars logo right there, that's kind of ripped up, and the Shadow of the Dark Side design, which I loved. This was my favorite packaging design. And on the back here, you have your obligatory product shots and a picture of R4 with Obi-Wan in their fighter in the Clone Wars movie. And there's your bio if you want to read it. And this bio is actually from Legends, because when Disney took over Star Wars, they basically ruined. They just made R4's backstory boring. Like, she was just a dome with a unique body attached to Obi-Wan's starfighter in Attack of the Clones, and all of a sudden, she gets a full droid body for the Clone Wars. That backstory is boring. The original backstory was her home planet was Jindine, but now it's Coruscant, thanks thanks Disney. And now she never repaired a trash compactor, got crushed, got repaired by Anakin, and then this and then the other. So that's unfortunate. That is extremely unfortunate, because R4 is, if you have to ask me who my favorite droid is that isn't R2-D2, it's this one, R4-P17. She is awesome. So, anyway, there's your bio if you haven't read it already. But, you know what, I'll briefly read it to you. R4-P17 is Obi-Wan Kenobi's astromech droid. The faithful little droid provides navigational and technical assistance on board the Jedi Starfighter. Rebuilt by Anakin Skywalker, R4's original dome was replaced with an R2 series dome. The droid accompanies Obi-Wan on many dangerous missions during the Clone Wars. So there you have that. And each figure has a unique card. Collect them all. You got the rest of the wave. You got the Mandalorian Warrior, Shakti, Boba Fett, and Embo, which I do want to get Boba Fett. Boba Fett is legit awesome, and yeah, I do want to get him. And then you got stuff for the Galactic Battle game, and that's basically it for that. As it hits Mater, McQueen, and Barricade, so I have them over there somewhere, but anyway, we're not here to talk about random nonsense. We are here to talk about R4. So, again, here's your, I guess, first comparison with her fellow 212th Attack Battalion members. So, there's Obi-Wan, her master, and Commander Cody. So, there you have that. And by the way, the rifle I gave Cody was from the Phase 2 Clone Trooper for the Clone Wars. So, there you have that. But anyway, here... Oh, I almost forgot to take a look at, or I forgot to give you a look at R4's battle game card. So there you have that. Again, another image of R4 from the Clone Wars movie. And you got her, I guess, technical data, if you will. So there you have that. Her mechanical skills are high. How high is R2's mechanical skills? 19, so she's not far behind in the mechanical skills, so, you know. But, you know, R2 lasted longer, and poor R4 had her dome ripped off after the Buzz droids invaded Obi-Wan's ship. I hated that scene. I hated that scene. That made me sad. It made me sad when R4's dome was ripped off. It was awful. But anyway, on to the positive. Here is R4-P17, and she is a repaint of R3-S6, this droid right here. So there you have that. And you kind of have to expect R4 to be a repaint of R3 because, you know, that's how droids are. That's how most droids are, you know. They have sometimes they have different heads, but sometimes, or a lot of the time, they are just repaints of other droids, and you know. But here's R4, and she is really, really cool. So let's go over her features first. As you can see, she has a really long grappling hook, and she has her periscope, her computer interface arm, and her mechanical gripper. So there you go. And to store all of these tools, all you gotta do is with the computer interface arm, fold that in, close up the panel. With her mechanical gripper, just do the same thing, fold that in, close up the panel, and there you have that. And then with the periscope, you just push that down, and when you want to bring it up, you know, it's easy to do. You just gotta get your fingernail under, like this. So if you want to bring that up, that's all you have to do. So, and then just extend it. Which I do like the feature of pulling the periscopes up manually, because I don't have any droids with the original trilogy collection R2, I think it was, where you turn the dome and the periscope pops up on its own. So, I mean, that feature's pretty cool, but it's not as awesome as the manual periscope. But anyway, come around to the back here, you just rotate R4's dome, and rotate R4's dome, and all you have to do is or that will allow you to tuck the or to wind up the cord or string and tuck the hook in there, and then close up the panel, and there you go. Her tools or gadgets are all stored away. And you know what I like to do? I like to after I store the grappling hook, I like to rotate the dome the other way around a few times, just so that she'd have more range of movement in the dome. But there you go. And speaking of which, we'll go over articulation if my voice will cooperate. She has a swivel dome, so it'll rotate 360 degrees, although it does get limited with the cord. You have swivel shoulders and hinged ankles, and then if you want her to stand, and then she does, she does have wheels on the bottom, so she will roll nice and smoothly. So, there you have that. And, yeah, if you want her to stand on two legs, all you gotta do is just take the third leg, pull it out, and use the shoulder and ankle joints to stand her up, like that. And, yeah, so, we didn't go over the, sculpted details, so let's do that. And, you know, it's your basic astromech droid, design, especially with the R2 series dome, but, I do like the paint apps. You got the maroon with, a bit of a black wash to the dome, which is really, really cool. As you can see, there are some brush strokes there for the black wash. So that's really nice, because her dome is a lot older than her body, so. Then you got the dark blue eye, which I do like. It's definitely different than, like, R2's eye. As you can see, R2's eye is just black, whereas R4's eye is like a dark blue, which I do like. That's really nice. You have a light blue color for the front processor state indicator, or sensor, whatever you want to call it. You got some silver on the outside, and then some orange for her logic function displays. On the top, you got some silver. You got the silver projector with a light blue lens. And you got a projector right here with some black for the lens. And going around the side here on the dome, or I guess I could just rotate the dome. But you can see all the silver panels and projectors and detailing. On the back here you have the green processor state indicator, which is really nice. It's like a light green. Then you have the diagnostic display right here, which I didn't get around to correcting because it has two green spots right there, and there's supposed to be only one if I remember correctly. And I don't know, I'll have to go back and look at the animation model, but you know, there you have it. You have from right to left, you have red, green, light blue, and light light green. And yeah, nice detailing all around the dome. And on the body, you have her signature kind of maroon striping, which is really, really cool. I do like it. And you got the power couplings on the back and the front right here, picked out in maroon and either silver or gold. I think there's some silver and gold, but I don't know. But one thing I do wish they did was they painted the exhaust vent right here in gold, but I don't know why they didn't do it on the other side. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but still, you know, it would have been nice. You got some silver paints for these little rods on her ankles. You got some yellow plastic for her cables on her feet. And you got some silver going in the middle of this maroon for her leg panels. So very, very cool droid. I do like her. She is very unique and cool, like I just said. And here she is with R2-D2. So you can see what they look like there. And we'll bring in R3-S6 because she is a repaint of R3. So, as you can see, it's amazing what a lick of paint will do to just make them different enough that it'll drive you crazy. So, just giving you a bit of a 360 with these two. And as you can see, R3 was the first one to use the legs without the ports for the rocket boosters. So R4 doesn't have rocket boosters, so they just repainted her and used different colored plastic from the R3 mold. So there you have that. So I'll just quickly put him back into his tripod stance. And let's bring in the Revenge of the Sith R4-P17, which uses the mold for Obi-Wan's second female astromech droid, R4-G9. And I say second because R4 is also a female droid, and I hate it when people just assume that R4 is a he instead of a she. And I mean, I could kind of understand because, you know, most astromech droids are males for whatever reason, but still, you know, it would have been nice if people would just do their research. Do your research, people. Don't just automatically assume that that a droid is a male just because they don't just because, you know, just don't always assume, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because it really does irritate me. But there you go, there they are. And I did pick out Movie R4's logic function displays in orange with a Sharpie, and then black for the diagnostic display, which I may go back and go over with some silver, and then make it similar to the Clone Wars R4 diagnostic display design. But as you can see, you know, obviously Clone Wars R4 is smaller and a lot less detailed because this is for the Clone Wars, the cartoon, so obviously they're going to look different in terms of the details, so. But there you have them. And I also wanted to point this out. The reason why R4 is an R4 series astromech droid, but she has an R2 dome, it's because she's an R4P class astromech droid, or agromech droid. And basically, an agromech droid and an astromech droid are the same thing, technically, but agromech droids are built for co-piloting ships, whether it's the X-Wings from the original and sequel trilogies, whether it's for the Jedi Starfighters in the Clone Wars, just whatever it may be. Even the Naboo fighters in the N1 Naboo Starfighters in the Phantom Menace. But basically, and I have R4-M9 from the Droid Factory Force Awakens 4-pack. This dome is not, or this head is not suitable for hyperspace travel because it's so tall, and the original R4 units only hoard one set of hyperspace coordinates, whereas the R4P class, I forget how many sets of hyperspace coordinates they can hold, but their aggregation buffer, which holds those coordinates, was definitely expanded with the R4P class droids. So there you have some droid knowledge there, and I hope you liked that, because, you know, people just don't understand, and they don't bother to do the research, or, you know, whatever the case may be. And I saw this one guy who didn't like how R4 and G9 here, that's what they call her for short, G9, but they didn't like, this guy didn't like how these two had R2 domes when they're R4 units. Well, I can understand that, but at the same time, it's like, not all droids have the same head as their model. Like, and I'll try to find a, I'll try to find the Wikipedia file for this droid, but this droid called R5L26, he's an R5 unit, but he has an R4 series head. So I get how this kind of thing can throw people off. I understand that, but you have to deal with it and you have to live with it. So I mean, it is what it is, honestly. So so sorry I kind of left this off with a slight rant, but you know, I hate it when people think they know everything, or, you know, they don't like something because they just don't understand it, you know? You know, so, but, yeah, and I also apologize for the voice cracks and the, you know, my mouth going off and messing up what I'm trying to say. So I do apologize about all this, and I apologize for keeping you here, and I apologize about telling you all this, but it's the facts. So there you have that. So there is the and my brain's acting up again. My God, help me. But there is the video review for the Clone Wars R4-P17, and that I think next will be R3S6, so stay tuned for that. And well, you know the drill now. Just, you know, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you like, you know, share this to some friends. So there you go. There is the video review for the Star Wars: The Clone Wars R4-P17, which I've already said already. And I'll be back with R3S6 next. So we're powering through them. We're powering through the reviews for the astromech droids. So and be prepared for any more knowledge that may shoot your way. So that is it, and I'll see you in the review for R3. Okay, see ya.